So in other words, I would cut the drawer in the wrong orientation, like whoops. So we need to do that now. Let's go ahead and do that. This is where I'm going to be doing this freehand, okay? So what we're doing now is we're cutting out the drawer, okay? So I'm going to just sort of draw freehand like this. Don't be too crazy with your trying to make a corner cut where it's too aggressive. So in other words, when I'm cutting this, I want to be able to turn, right, without binding the saw or without it coming through to the bottom like this. So you're going to want to go nice and slow, okay, and that sort of thing. Now, I've gotten carried away with designs, and you can learn from my adventures. Okay, with this bandsaw box, you can see, hopefully, that I've gone wee like this. Guess what that translates into? A lot of sanding. If you sand too much, then you lost your shape, and it just doesn't look like it came from itself. Okay, so that's one thing that I learned. And so I'm not going to get crazy with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the protection on. Again, take it nice and easy when you're doing this part. Don't rush it. You got to have a sharp blade for sure. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to make those turns. Okay, there's our main drawer block, referring to our instructions, so we don't get all turned upside down. We now have achieved number 4, main drawer block, I call it, okay? So that's what this is. This here will receive the drawer, okay? We're going to set that aside, and that'll be that. Now I have to sort of repeat the steps that I had here in the beginning, except that instead of cutting the top and the bottom, I now have to cut the front and the back off of this piece here before I make this piece. Okay, so that's step number 5, and we're going to do that now. Okay, now even if I make a mistake and I say, oh, this really wasn't the front, and this wasn't really the back, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, what's going to happen is that you're going to they're all going to go back the way they were taken apart, and you're going to see that shortly. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to make the fronts and the backs of the unit of the drawer as thick as the main body of the unit, okay? I'm going to use my quarter inch, okay? All right. So let's bring this guy in here. Again, if you've never used the Carter system, the fast system, and the MagFence 2, I missed out on MagFence 1 because I didn't know there was a MagFence. That's the beauty of watching videos where other folks are doing this stuff. Okay, again, front, back. Okay, that's what I'm cutting off now. So let's give it a go. Hello to my UK friend who just started his shop back up again. I'm very excited about your projects. Other folks, please let us know what you're doing as well. Hang in there, we're almost done. Okay, so now we have the front and we have the back. Let's set those pieces aside. And now comes the final step. We're going to actually make sort of a 5 front, back, 6 back, 7 drawer. That's that piece here. So here we go, let's go for it. This is just a lot of fun, my friends. Again, I'm going to just freehand draw, and again, the lessons that I've learned are that you don't want to make it too thin, my friends. If you do that, you're going to have a problem with structure. It's just going to possibly fall apart on you. Now this fur, I did bandsaw boxes in the winter time, and this fur dried and cracked literally in front of my face. It was so dry in here, I would hear crack, crack, crack. Now I'm going to be cutting on the inside of that line. As I said, I don't want that guy being too thin. Now mind you, when you put the pieces back together, it's going to help hold everything in place, so on and so forth. But still. my friends, we have completed it. All right, so here we go. Now, don't throw this piece away. You can make nested trays out of these guys. I have all these blocks stored down there in a bag. And if you look up my episode on nested trays, where I have a 19-inch bandsaw box that's going to go on my wife's on her sewing table. And so I took the block from that and I made, I don't remember if it was 7 or 8 trays out of it, and they're all nested. Absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. Otherwise this would have been, you know, sort of burned or whatever. I don't throw that away. Okay, let's attempt to put this guy back the way it came apart. All right, make sure that's off. Lift this up. I might as well work right off of this area here. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, this says front on it. I can quickly see that that's not the way it goes, and this is the way it goes because of the grain. Don't despair, my friends. If you've not done a bandsaw box before, it's less scary than it may appear. You know, the first time I made a bandsaw box, I watched the video over and over and over again. Then I noticed I was watching my own videos over and over again. So there we go. There's the drawer, or the draw, however you want to say that. Okay. And then that guy is going to go into here. Which way exactly, I'm not positive, but as it stands, that's the way it goes. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and get the top, the bottom, and the back. Okay. Let's see if we can get this right the first time. We'll see. Ooh, look at that. That's actually correct. The bottom. I see that there's a knot here. That's quite possibly going to go like this. And we'll take the camera off the stand shortly so that you guys can check this out close up. Oh, I got it right. Now, we're going to put the back on. More than likely goes this way. Well, we'll see. It does, my friends. Voila. You just witnessed a bandsaw box and how to make it. Okay, let's take you off. Please forgive the shaking and the quaking. All right, here it is, my friends. Let's get some more light on the subject. Now look, it's come around. See how the grain just goes right into itself? Okay. When you put this together, the eye doesn't know what to think about this, because it says, how did you get that out of a solid block? Right? Just have patience when you're doing the glue, during the glue up stage. So hey, thanks for coming into my shop. Now ideally, and obviously I'm making 3, I'm going to want to carry out the same processes each time, and then that way you have the production concept going on. All right, thanks for coming to the shop of SC Custom Designs. That was a long video. If I were to guess, I'd say we went about 45 minutes, maybe 50 to an hour, I don't know. But again, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel and suggest it to others, and let me know your thoughts. And I'd love to see your shops, by the way. I love seeing people's shops. This is my wood shop. I did a reorg. Through the journey, you figure out that, you know, you could do things more efficiently and so on and so forth. For example, I actually cut up into my rafter a little bit here, and then I reinforced it so I could get my bandsaw out of jail. It was like locked over, and you could only go from here to here and a little bit this way and this way. Now he can come out over into here and so on and so forth. put your tools like this on wheels so that you can move them, if at all possible. You'll notice that this wood bench is on wheels as well. I can move him quickly out of the way. Okay, can move him out of the way. On wheels, on wheels, on wheels. All right, this guy's on wheels. So, hey, thanks for coming to my wood shop, and please come back and look at the next stages of me drinking cold coffee. Of the bandsaw boxes. Yeah, I know I do a lot of videos on bandsaw boxes. I just love them. And these are the simple ones. But still, they're intricate. So, all right. Steve, please let us go. Thanks for coming to my shop. Take care and God bless. Oh, it was 48 minutes. All right. Bye now.